Yes, what we mean by childbirth spacing is for the woman to rest in between a child.
Okay.
Yes. For instance, she has a child now. We are expecting her to rest for at least 2 years before she thinks of having another one.
All right.
Yes.
At least 2 years.
At least 2 years.
What's the reason for this?
The reason is for the woman to go back, for the woman's health to get better. We all know that pregnancy comes with all its wears and tears. It's just like you using a car and not going to the mechanic or not servicing the car. So the human body is just like that. So as a woman delivers, she needs to rest, so all her organs can go back to place.
Okay. So what factors affect childbirth spacing?
Yes, factors that affect childbirth spacing depend the family, the environment, even the husband or the spouse itself. It doesn't have to be the husband, it can be the wife. Why I said let's start from the family now. The family might not want the couples to have to space. Probably the woman or the man is the only child, so the family wants her to be having the child every 9 months if it is possible. So it can affect it. It can make them not to plan well to space their children. The husband or the wife can decide that she's maybe she didn't marry on time, he didn't get married on time, so they want to start having children. They want to just have all they want to have within a couple of years. They are done with childbirth. So they are not wanting to accept it. Can be a factor. Yeah.
Can be a factor.
It can be a factor for that can affect the childbirth spacing. They might not want to space. They just want to have all what they want to have within a short period and rest. That's their belief anyway.
All right.
But it does not go without having its wears and tears on the woman and even onto the man. Yeah.
All right. So this is about the extended family right now.
Yes.
That affects childbirth spacing.
Yes.
What other factors can we talk about that affects childbirth spacing?
Okay. If the man feels that he has arrived, he has enough money. So why are we waiting? Why are we spacing?
Okay.
Why don't we have what we want to have? I have the money. I want 5 children, so let's have them every year.
Okay.
So that can also be a factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. The environment that they grow in, does it play a part as well?
Yes, the environment that they grow in, they see that, okay, that environment, people there's nobody who is spacing. Everybody is just having their children. Maybe they marry the same time. Okay, she has 2 children. Why don't I also continue having? Let me not space my own children. Let me just continue to have the children as they come.
All right.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Ma. Now let's ask, why is it important to space the birth? We've talked about the wear and tear, the woman's body needing to rejuvenate and, be all right again to have these children.
Yes.
Why is it important to space your birth?
Okay, we take it in 3 folds. The importance to the child.
Okay.
That child that is coming into the world also needs love. The child needs affection. The child needs the attention of the parents. If there's no spacing, that child will not have the attention of the parents, especially even the mother. A pregnant woman most pregnant women get irritable. If the child is there and the child needs the comfort, needs to be carried or cuddled by the mother, and the mother is pregnant, she's irritable, she's tired of even the pregnancy, the child is busy disturbing her, she gets irritable. So it is good for a woman to space, so that at least she will have enough time to take care of that child. That child will also have that love, that comfort, that affection that he or the child wants. The child will have a sense of belonging. The child will be happy with the parents, and so that child grows and it becomes intelligent, because the parents will be able to provide for her or him, whatever he or she wants. They are there to provide it for him. Then we look at the advantage on the woman. Of course, the woman is spacing her children. The wear and tear she gets over them Within 2 years, she's okay.
Okay.
She's able to take care of herself. She's able to go back to her job as early as possible.
Yes.
If she's a market woman, a trader, she's able to go back to her trading business.
Okay.
She has enough time to do whatever else she wants to do, with her life. It does not have to be child. So she has enough time for herself.
Yes.
Even if it's a psychedelic kind of woman, she has enough time to do her makeups and attend her parties. There are parties she wants to attend. No child is disturbing her. No pregnancy is disturbing her. She's able to go for that party.
Okay.
For the man, at least his pocket too will rest, because if the man continues to have children at close range, when the time comes for school fees, he will cry. He will become irritable, start quarreling with the woman, and most in Nigerian, in our culture, the man blames the woman over everything. Yeah, why didn't you go and do family planning? Are you not hearing people doing family planning? Why didn't you do that? Because he has to spend money. More money for feeding, more money for school fees, more money for the clothing of the children, more money. Even now, maybe they were staying in a 1-bedroom apartment before. As the children are coming, they have to get a bigger apartment for them to be able to stay. And at times it's found that economically the man will not even be able to afford to feed his children if he does not space. So child spacing is very, very important. It's good to space. It's good to rest, so that at least everybody will be happy. The father will be happy, the mother will be happy, the child too will be at peace, because no child is coming now. I am the only one. I have all the attention in the world. They will not say we are too many. We want to go to America, but it's we are 5. We cannot take all of us. Yeah. But it's only me now. Yes, I will have to go with my parents to America. So it's very, very important.
Okay. So do you think this has any mental benefits to both the mother, the father, and the child?
Yes, it does. Wow. It has a lot of mental benefits, because for that child, I'm taking in child, mother, father.
Yes.
For that child, there's that belonging.
Yeah.
It gives a psychological support to that child, that at least I am alone in this house for now. My parents have my time. Anything I want, they give it to me because they have it. Well, not many. The mother also, psychologically, she's balanced, she's at peace, that at least I'm not thinking of any pregnancy now. I'm thinking of business, how I'm going to make more money to take care of the home.
Okay.
The man is also at peace, psychologically, his mental, is not in the office thinking about, I'm going back to this house now, what are they going to eat today? Oh, the school fees is here now, and I have 4 of them. I have to pay school fees. So he has only one child. Yeah. He plans ahead. Psychologically, he's balanced. He's happy. Yeah.
All right. Now we see that there are a variety of childbirth spacing. Can you tell us the different types of childbirth spacing?
Yes, we have artificial and natural. The artificial, we have the hormonals and we have the non-hormonals. Hormonals means it works with the blood. That's the way we explain to the layman. It has to work with your blood. It has to work with the blood cells, the body system. There's a lot of body changes if you take the hormonal types of family planning. And under it, we have the hormonal IUDs, we have the injectables, we have the pills. Those ones are the various types of hormonals. Those hormonals work with the body system. And we all have the non-hormonals. We have the copper T, which is the part of the IUD. I got mentioned the IUD has 2 types. We have the hormonal and non-hormonal. So the non-hormonal is the copper T. IUD means intrauterine device. Intrauterine is inserted through the vagina into the uterus. Uterus is where the baby stays for 9 months. So the copper T is one of the non-hormonal IUDs that one can use. It does not have anything to do with your body. The only thing is that it's just there in the uterus as a barrier to prevent sperm from getting the woman pregnant. Then we have the condoms. Of course, condoms also are a method of family planning. We have the female condom. We have the male condom. Female can use the condom if she likes. That when they come to the family planning unit, we educate them on it. We counsel them properly. The man also has the male condom. Some people don't want to use anything on their body, so they want to just use that barrier method. And of course, the condoms protects also against sexually transmitted infections. So it's a dual thing. You use for family planning and also protects you from getting infected.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So these are the different types.
Yes.
So which of them would you recommend? Because because there are lots of people saying this one. I've heard many women talk about. There's the one they insert in the implant, right? we've heard many women say when we use the implant, we add up, we blow up, we get really fat, we can't control our weight. We hear those people that says it messes up our menstrual cycle. We have lots of people who have different complaints about that. But seeing that you are the professional here, which of them would you recommend that is safe and have less side effects?
Well, in this case, in family planning, we don't advise, we only counsel. We counsel for the woman to make an informed choice.
Okay.
She makes an informed decision, she makes an informed choice. So we do not say, Madam, take this. No.
Okay.
Yes, what we do is we counsel, then you make your choice. Then when you make your choice, we do some certain vital signs, the blood pressure and your weight. Then at that point, if we find out that okay, this woman is hypertensive, we cannot come in and say, woman, you are hypertensive. We find out, are you on medications already? If you are not, we take you to where you can get proper attention. Your blood pressure can be taken care of and you'll be on medications. Then even if you choose the implant, yes, I mentioned the hormonal generally, yes, they disturb the menstrual cycle. And it has a tendency of adding a little bit of weight, but it's not every woman that takes the hormonal that adds weight. I know of many women who are on that implant and they have never added weight, they are still the way they are. You know, so the thing is that it depends on the human body. Your body and my body is not the same thing. The way you will react to the implant is not the way I will react to the implant. But yes, of course, one of the side effects is irregular menses, or amenorrhea. Amenorrhea means you might not even see the menses at all. Yes, or you might be spotting. Yes, and you might be lucky. Maybe on the lucky side, I would say lucky in quote, because the implant has decided to work that way in your body. Some women see their menses regularly every month.
Okay.
Even with the implant.
Even with the implant.
Yes.
Okay. So it's now
it depends on your body system. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, your body system. Yes. Yeah, that's it.
Your body system determines the
major part. So if you take the implant, for instance, and you don't like it, you come back, we'll remove it. If we cancel you, the medications will still right for you to get. The medication can help you to stop the bleed. But we still tell you, this medication we're giving to you does not mean that it is stopping it today, that it will not happen again. So longer that thing is still in your hand,
it will always happen.
It will always happen.
So it's different reactions.
It's different reactions, yes. Different bodies, different reactions, yes.
Okay, thank you so much, Ma. All right, people, of course, you know you're still tuning to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, and it's your radio experience you can count on. Right now is the Mind and Body segment. We're talking about the importance of childbirth spacing. I say this to them all the time, my listeners. It's very important to plan well. Even as a country, it's very important that we plan the birthing properly.
Yes.
Because we now have less resources and we have more people to share these resources with. So how do you think this can be controlled? Let's move a little bit into that right there.
Yes, how I think this can be controlled is maybe government puts a kind of policy in place that there was a time, I think during I can't remember the name of the president now, that was trying to talk about having 4 children to per home. You know, people frowned at it. Especially some of our people frowned at it. Say, why would you tell me to not to have more than 4 children? You know, but if there's a policy in place that says that for a family 4 children is max, don't go beyond 4 children. I think it will go a long way. Then the Federal Minister of Health, though they are trying, and so many NGOs are already in place now, they do more of the jingles. Let people be aware that there's something that they can do to prevent them from getting pregnant for a particular period. So policies from both government, jingles from Federal Minister of Health, and posters posted all over the place, billboards. As people are driving, they are seeing the billboards. Access this family planning, so and so. Please ask, can you access family planning in a particular place? You know, let billboards be located as strategic areas. As people are walking past, they are seeing it. So even if they didn't even know about family planning, they have seen something like that. You can go to any health center to get it. Fine, just the way we do for HIV testing. So you go and you have to go and listen to them, hear what they have to tell you about the family plan. Then you go and make an informed choice. Yes.
All right. Thank you again, ma'am. Now let's ask. You know, we have talked about some of the importance of childbirth spacing, but I also understand that there are risks to childbirth spacing. Now, I have heard lots of people say once you've spaced your child for a period of 4 to 5 years, you are also at risk, because then your body is too relaxed. And having a child now, you have to experience those things afresh again. I don't know if this is a misconception, but that's why you're here to clear it out for us. How true is that? Are there risks involved with childbirth spacing?
Well, I don't see that as a risk to some certain extent. The reason is, yes, age of a woman, yes, can be a risk. Like if, for instance, a woman is like 35 years or 35 to 40 years,
Yes, ma'am.
and she's not married, and she's maybe she's a single mother, maybe she had a child before, and now she's saying she wants to space it. I mean, she's not married, she now wants to space. Of course, there's no reason for her to space, because we know that a woman has a limit. It gets to a certain stage, she enters menopause, and she can no longer, she will not have a natural family plan, because once there's menopause, you can't get pregnant again. So that is one of the risks of a child spacing. Then for a woman that, this woman on a normal day, naturally, she does not get pregnant on time, with or without family, and she's just there. She if without even taking any family planning for 5 years, she's not pregnant. The woman already knows her body. I would say that's a risk. If she said it's a risk for her if she now comes for a method of family planning. So, but we will not know unless the woman comes to us. If the woman comes to us, of course, as I said, one of the data that we take is the age of the woman. So when we ask you, you are 35 years of age, are you married? And you said you're not married. We want to ask more questions to know why you have come for this child spacing. So at that point we can advise, say, well, why don't you have a child first before you come and do this family plan? So that's just the risk. That's the only risk there for child spacing. That's the only risk.
All right. Now, seeing what you just talked about, asking questions, are you married first and all of that, do you administer this family planning to people who are not married?
Yes, we do. We have a lot of them, 18 years and above, even 16 years. Yes, 16 years. Even if the girl was raped, for instance, and she comes to us after we did the normal examinations, if there's any need for any tests, any need for medications we give, we counsel the girl on the family planning method, and she makes her choice, so that at least she will not. So, most of this raping thing makes her to exposes her to become promiscuous. So instead of her going to get pregnant and going for an abortion, repeated abortions, we counsel her on family plan so she can take a method of family plan.
Now we have been hanging out with Ambassador Mrs. Dorothy Osai JP right here, and she is from the Federal Ministry of Health, and together we're talking about importance of childbirth spacing. Now, ma'am, the thing is, when I was researching on this topic, I discovered that the reason a lot of people don't subscribe to childbirth spacing or any one of these contraceptives and so is because they are afraid of the side effects. So what are some of the side effects of this childbirth spacing?
Irregular menses.
Okay.
I said that.
So, yes,
she might not be having her menstruation regularly.
Okay.
The way she used to before she started the method.
Okay.
She might not even menstruate at all.
Okay.
She might also add weight a little, depending on her body, as I said earlier. And some also have nausea, that is a feeling like vomiting. Some will salivate, you see they're always having saliva in their mouth as if they're pregnant.
Okay.
And there's also some have dizziness. That dizziness is a bad one. So if you have dizziness, we tell you have to come back to change method.
Okay.
Yes. Then the adverse effect again I can also have is headache. Some once we tell them they have headache, some because they like a particular method, even when they have headache, they will not come.
Yes.
Until it gets bad before they will not come.
Okay.
So there's so many reactions, so many negative reactions that can also come up. So but when they come, we counsel them, we let them know that this method you have chosen, you might not see your menses, or you might become irregular, or you might add a little bit of weight. So, but whichever one that happens to you, please let us know about it so we can advise you more.
All right.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. And now another thing, many women are of the opinion that, this whole contraceptive thing, family planning thing is not fair to the woman alone. It's not fair to the woman being fair to the woman.
Yeah.
Oh, you agree?
Yeah, that's big. We have a lot of people coming to complain like that.
Okay. All right. So what are the major complaints you get as regards
Some
that?
women will come. Is it only women that will take family planning? Why are the men not doing family planning? We tell them, okay, the only family planning for now, two major ones we have for men are the use of condom, male condoms, and also vasectomy. Vasectomy is a method it's a surgical operation that they do.
Okay.
They cut the vas deferens and the tie. Just the way the woman also does it's a permanent method anyway. So most men don't go for that. Maybe in fact for the past 5 years I've had only 2 men. Yes, that opted for vasectomy. So that is a permanent method. It's not as if when he does it that he will not be able to perform again. He will be able to perform, but he will not be able to pregnate a woman. So there's a lot of women complain really. Okay. Some men too that love their wives say, why have you people not even devised a family plan for us men? Me, I am ready to do family plan. I'm ready to do something so that my wife will rest. Some men do that. Some men say that.
Of course.
Yes.
All right, but you are in the ministry. Are they looking at it? Is there a possibility that things like this will come up eventually?
In the ministry for now, nothing like that. They are still talking about the condoms and vasectomy. But I heard, maybe it's a rumor, that somewhere outside the country in America, somebody is doing a research on that to see if there are some pills that the man can be taking so that as a method of family planning.
Yes. Honestly, it will be welcome because let the women breathe sometimes. Thank you. Yeah. Now, the question I'll be asking now is about the contraceptives and some of these implants and all of that. When is the right time for a woman to do this? Because some people just give birth immediately and they say some of the misconceptions now, when we take in the implant, we will not have easy flow of breast milk or will not have sufficient supply of breast milk. So when is the right time for a woman to take that after birth?
The woman can take family planning, any family planning, in fact, after 1 hour of delivery.
Ooh.
Yes, postpartum family planning. Yes, she can. Whichever method she wants, she can. So it does not have, it's still the same effect that I've been talking since morning.
So it doesn't have like a
no, it does not. It doesn't. If the woman wants the pills, for instance, that's where it's okay. The woman wants the pill. We have a pill that we give for breastfeeding mothers. And we have the pills that we give to non-breastfeeding mothers. So there's no problem. You can have family planning save anytime. Yes.
All right, there you have it, people, and we do hope that you have been jotting these things down because they are important informations that you need. I always say when we talk about childbirth, family planning, breastfeeding, and all of that, someone might want to say it's none of my business. But when you hope to get to that point someday, when you have the information, it becomes useful to you so that when you get there, you're not confused or you're not stranded about what to do. Now, the phone lines will be open if you have questions you want to ask us regarding childbirth, spacing, and family planning. Please feel free to call us up on 090 7353 0044 or 090 8766 8888. You can send us a message on WhatsApp as well on 090 9705 4450. It's the Mind and Body, and we're talking family planning. Your questions are absolutely welcome. Your observations, or if you have confusions that needs to be clarified, we have Mrs. Dorothy here, right here, and she would be answering all of your questions right here on the show. Thank you again for coming, Ma.
Thank you.
But let's say you have a word for women out there as regards childbirth, spacing, family planning, because there are lots of things we might not be able to exhaust the conversation. If we want to talk about how, not spacing completely affects your mental health in different areas, we might not be done. Okay, but let's take this call and then you give us last word for the women listening to us right here. All right, thank you. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. Your name, please, and where you're calling from.
My name is Grace and I'm calling from...
Your name is... You're not loud enough. Please, can you speak up?
My name is Grace and I'm calling from Lugbe.
All right. Your name is Grace and you're calling from Lugbe.
Yes, ma'am. My question is, if someone should have a miscarriage of 1 month, 1 week pregnancy, And after that miscarriage, within 3 weeks, you and your husband come in contact and expecting your menstruation but it's not forthcoming. I don't understand what that one means.
All right. If I hear you correctly, you had a miscarriage
Yes,
and you have met with your husband, if I get you rightly.
yes, after the miscarriage.
Okay, but you are not seeing your period.
Yes, I haven't seen my period and I am due for period.
Okay. All right.
And she's still what?
And she's due for.
For it, okay. I will advise you, madam. Good morning, madam.
Good morning, ma'am.
Yes, I will advise you to go for a pregnancy test. Yes, you could be pregnant. That you had a miscarriage does not mean you cannot get pregnant immediately. So go for a pregnancy test. Once it's assessing that you're not pregnant, then you relax. The menses will come. Because your system has to still go back to its normal state.
Yeah.
But it's possible you could be pregnant. That's just it.
All right, thank you very much.
You're
All
welcome.
right. Thank you so much for calling. Please let's keep it going through 090-7353-0044. Let's see who we have here. Hi, good morning. Hello, good morning. Please, can you speak up? You sound a bit far from your phone.
I work.
Work is fine, thank you.
Yeah, I call in respect of my wife.
Okay.
She did implant.
Sorry?
She did implant.
Okay, we can hear you. She did implant.
Yeah, and her administration now, in a month, she will be seeing a flow every day. Like, the thing will go off and on within a month. So I don't know how it's like that. So I need an advice. What does she do?
All right, just keep listening. I'm sure your questions will be answered. Thank you so much for calling.
You're welcome.
All right. Over to you, ma'am.
Yes, like as we said, that the implants, and we said the hormonals, especially the implants, one of the side effects is irregular menses and the menses that will come in and it will not finish on time or spotting. That's one of the side effects. So the woman has to come to the hospital, go back to where that implant was inserted. They have a medication that they will write for her to take that will help her to stop the menses. But that does not mean that if it stops it this time around that it will not happen again. It is one of the side effects of that implant that she has on her. Yeah.
All right.
And if she is taking any multivitamin, she should stop taking it because the multivitamin will also make the menses not to stop.
Okay. I hope you got that down as well. Please visit, a hospital so that or where she got that implant from, so that she would be taken care of.
Yes.
And last week we talked about some things that are irregular about the body. When you notice certain signs in your body, do not just let it go. Just visit a health center, see a doctor. They'll be able to explain it to you. If it's normal, you're safe. If it's not normal, it can be attended to at the early stage that you have noticed it. Thank you so much for your questions. Right, Ma, let's ask you, leave a word with everyone listening out there.
Yes, everyone, especially the women, because I am a gender sensitive person.
Okay.
You women out there, try and visit your health centers or your hospital regularly for your checkups, and also participate in various methods of family planning. It is not safe for you to be having children every 6 months or every 9 months. It's good for you to rest in between childbirth so that you have enough time for yourself and also for the country, so you can be able to put in your own input in the economy of the country. Having too many children is a burden.
You have it. Having so many children, it's a burden.
Yeah.
Especially when you don't even have the resources
to take care of them.
Yes.
It's a real burden.
All right. Thank you so much, Mrs. Dorothy Osai. It's such a pleasure having you right here in the studio. Thank you so much. And thank you everyone for listening. We'll move to the next hour of the show, which is the Workstation. Do not go anywhere.